Hello students. So in the previous PPT presentation you have learned some points of chapter crop production and management. So remaining points we are going to learn in this chapter in this PPT. So be ready for listening other points. So here next point is protection from weeds. Students, you know that what is meant by weeds. So when crops grows in the field, at that time with the crop some undesirable plants, undesirable which we don't want, that such type of plants may grow naturally along with the crop. So these undesirable plants are called as weeds. So this type of weed is not useful for the farmer. Even it is not useful for the crop which is growing in the soil, because crops need nutrients to grow, and with the crop these weeds also grow, and these weeds also takes the nutrients whatever is supplied to the crops. So weeds share the nutrients of the crop. So maybe crop will not get the proper nutrients and the crop will not grow properly. That's why these undesirable plants weeds has to remove from the farm, otherwise it has to be controlled by using some chemicals which are called as weedicides. So weedicides means such a type of chemicals which can be used to control the growth of the weeds. Example is given here, that is 2,4-D. 2,4-D is an example of weedicides. The manual removal includes physical removal of weeds by uprooting or cutting them close to the ground from time to time. So this is manually also the farmer can remove the uproot, remove the crops, remove the weeds. Otherwise manually also farmer can cut that weeds close to the ground time to time, and in this way manually also the farmer can control the weeds. And this manual method includes use of sickle, use of khurpi or seed drill. By using these tools or implements, farmer can control, farmer can remove weeds from the farm which is not required in the farm. In this picture you can see a farmer is spraying weedicides to control the growth of the weeds or to remove the weeds from the farm. So this weedicide is a one type of chemical. It is used to control the weed. Example you have seen in the previous slide, that is 2,4-D. The next agricultural activity after the protection from the weed is harvesting. Harvesting of crop is an important task, very important task, because in this harvesting, cutting of crop after its maturation is called as harvesting. So when the crop becomes matured, after that it should get cut. That process is called as harvesting. This harvesting can be done manually with the help of sickle or by a machine called harvester or combine. So in the picture you can see sickle and combine machine. By this sickle the harvesting is done. The plant can or the crop can get cut. This is harvesting. So with the help of sickle means it's done manually. Otherwise it can be done with the help of machine also. And that machine which is used for the harvesting is called as harvester or combine. In the harvested crop, the grain are separated from the chaff by the process of winnowing and threshing. So here in the this harvesting, grains are separated from the chaff by the process of winnowing and threshing. So winnowing process and threshing process you learnt in the class 6th. So what is winnowing, what is threshing, already you have learnt. So by this method this harvesting is done. In the harvested crops, the grains seed need to be separated from the chaff, and this process is called as threshing. This is carried out with the help of a machine called combine, which is in fact a harvester as well as a thresher. Farmers with small holdings of land do the separation of grain and chaff by winnowing. Already you have learned in the class 6th. So in some places there is a harvest festival. So after 3 or 4 months of hard work, there comes the day of the harvest. The sight of golden fields standing a crop laden with the grain fills the hearts of the farmer with joy and sense of well-being. The efforts of the past season have borne fruit and it is the time to relax and enjoy a little. The period of harvest is thus of great joy and happiness in all parts of India. Men and women celebrate it with great enthusiasm. Especially festivals associated with the harvest season are Pongal, Baisakhi, Holi, Diwali and Bihu, etc. Here comes with the important point, that is the storage. Farmers have to store grains in jute bags or metallic bin. However, large scale storage of grains is done with silos and granaries to protect them from pests like rats and insects. Now after harvesting, farmers kept the grains for the drying in the hot sunlight to make free from the moisture, so the grains can remain for long time. So insects, rats will not attack on it. But with that, again the storage part is most important, because in this storage rats, insect may attack on the grains. So to make free from this attack, some silos and granaries are there. In the picture you can see the silos and granaries. So these silos, granaries, some metallic beans, like this useful tools are there which can be used to store the grains. And here this storage keeps all the type of grains free from the pests like rats and insects. Rats and insects may attack on the grains, they may damage the grains. So for when the grains will get damaged, then that grains are not of use, they are not useful. So to keep them safe, storage is important part. Here the next slide is animal husbandry, the last point of the chapter. Animals reared at home or in farms have to be provided with proper food, shelter and care. When it is done on a large scale, it is called as animal husbandry. Now in the animal husbandry, animals are reared. Some animals are reared at home, otherwise some animals are reared in the farm. So what type of animals are reared at home and in the farm? You know very well. Cows, buffaloes, goats, like these animals, again sheep, like these animals are reared at home as well as in farms, and all these animals get the proper food, shelter as well as care. And when it is done in large scale, it is called as animal husbandry. So here our chapter finished. So thank you.